Hi, I'm Linda Austin, and I'm here today with Cunningham. And we want to share with you an experience that we had recently at Abingdon Regional Jail. Ann and I went in on a Wednesday night to spend some time with the ladies from HCPOT. And in there, we shared the account in Scripture of Jesus encountering the woman at the well. And it's actually focused on her encounter with Jesus more so than his with her.
And what happened surprised us very much. We, of course, had been working on Mended Women, and all of a sudden, they started asking questions about the facility that they had heard that we were working on. So what we figured was that they must have seen the article in the newspaper that was in the Bristol Herald Courier a few weeks prior to that. And they seemed to know all about it. And they had lots of questions. And then Linda asked them a question.
They were very hopeful and excited. And we talked about the scripture, how after the encounter with Jesus at the well, the woman's countenance and her whole attitude changed, and her witness to her community who had shunned her before was very different. And because of her, many people came to talk to Jesus. And so we wanted the women to understand the healing that occurs and the power that they will have to share that testimony, and the mending and the healing that will come through Mended Women. So they are very excited. They're very anxious to hear more about the program. And they cried to know that there is hope out here and that there's people out here working to make life better for them.
Their questions were very real and very timely. They wanted to know when it was going to open. And the biggest question coming from them was, what did they have to do to apply? And that just spoke to me that there are more women than we know. Those incarcerated, those not, those wanting to get off the addiction train and come to know the Lord.
Yes.
And at the same time have a place, a facility where they can go. No roof, no recovery. We want to provide that roof for them. So when we were finishing up that evening, Linda said to them, so when we open, how many of you would be interested in actually applying? And every hand went up. And it, as Linda said, with tears. There was crying in the room, just over the hope and that there may be something different for them. So coupled with the story of the woman at the well and their questions, what an evening that was, and gave both of us such a feeling of gratitude that we can be part of this project.
And it made me even more determined to persevere. We know that the need exists, but to spend that evening with the ladies at Abingdon Regional and to hear the desperation and the relief that somebody's out here working for them so they can have that roof over their head when they get out, so they don't have to go back into that revolving door that keeps swinging because of the lack of housing and the lack of treatment. There are nearly 400 women in our regional jails in far Southwest. 70% of them are there on drug or drug-related charges. And that's going to continue until they find some healing. And we hope that that's going to come through Mended Women.